Great crash. Things out of the air.
Wow.
Very impressive. Good shot from Madalena. Nice penetrating low dink out of the air, finding the corner, taking time away. Very important to keep those dinks purposeful. Great crash from Natalia. However, Julia and Kelly were ready to counter her attack.
0-1-1.
Nice deep serve. Great reset.
Second serve.
It looks like she has good power right off the bat.
Great communication from Madalena, letting her partner know exactly where she's going to be. Great stretch.
Side out.
Julia stuttering a little bit with her decision making.
Yeah, they seem to be getting her on that left foot there. I think she needs to get her footwork more out so she can hit a better dink.
Yeah. It comes down also to recognition. How attackable, how high or low is this ball is to commit the right way. Good job letting that ball bounce. Nice, that's what I'm talking about. Very good from Julia, making an adjustment. She was on that. Again, big swing, big miss from Julia. You need to get those counters nice and close, nice and compact. Great fourth from Kelly, making sure Natalia keeps hitting off the bounce in the transition zone, which is a very tough shot to handle. Really measuring the depth and the pace out of the transition zone. Not an easy shot to master. Great job from Julia and Kelly. Good job from Julia, getting big in the middle, being physical, being aggressive, not making it easy to Natalia and Madalena to come in.
Point.
A little tall there from Julia. She's checking the ball. I doubt it was the ball's fault.
4-0-2.
Nice deep return, causing the unforced error from Natalia.
Yeah, you'll see a lot in these junior girls matches. A lot of mistakes off the serve and return. So if you can get those dialed, I feel like you can get a lot of free points.
Yep. Nice reach from Natalia.
Point.
I like that take from Madalena.
I did too. Saw it, went for it, and what a better time than at the very beginning of the game. Great third. Great drop from Kelly on the pink shoes.
2-4-1.
Great reach from Madalena.
A little misdirect inside out backhand. I think Julia was waiting for the pull towards her. Kind of shocked both of them.
2-4-2.
Great drive from Julia. They kept on driving and it paid off this time around.
3-4-2.
That's something that I personally would not recommend unless you have a very good, consistent drive.
Side out.
You want to get to the kitchen. That's where the options are. That's where you even out the point. So I am more of a one and done. One good drive, and then let's get up there.
4-3-1. Point. 5-3-1. Point.
Great spot they found with the drive, finding Kelly's right shoulder.
6, 3,
If
1.
you're gonna drive or speed it up anywhere, that's the right spot. That's the spot you're looking for. And again, just very good from Madalena. Those putaways are not easy to do. She did it very nicely to perfection. Finding that corner.
7, 3, 1.
Great misdirection from Kelly.
Second serve.
The ball is gone.
Yeah, someone getting it?
I believe the ref should be grabbing a new ball to keep this match rolling.
Second serve, Madalena's serve.
7, 3, 2.
Kelly and Julia recognizing that Julia is doing better on the left side, getting bigger, getting physical, reaching with her forehand to create more offense from the kitchen out of the air. Very impressive from these young ladies. Such a quick adjustment and being able to execute it at such a young age.
Point.
Great third
4,
from
7, 1.
Julia, causing Madalena to overdo that fourth and sailing it a little long.
Second serve.
A little too high from Kelly.
Yeah, there's just nothing you can do there.
Yeah.
Too many
4,
options
7,
for
2.
Madalena.
And that's the trade-off of a puppy paddle, as gearbox are. Looking for that extra help on the power side. Great speed up
Side out.
from Natalia. Finding that gap between Julia and Kelly. Very impressive.
7,
Like I
4,
was
1.
saying, with a gearbox paddle, unless you can control that power, then it can backfire from the kitchen. Because trying to keep things low, having a puppy paddle, unless you have very good touch,
7,
which
4,
some
2.
players do, there is a higher chance to pop those things up. It's a little windy, it was a little too high. I think it was also from her decision making. Do I let it go? Do I volley it? And that cost her the point.
Point. Timeout.
Smart
Receivers,
timeout.
9, 4, 2.
Great pressure.
She thought she finished it with that backhand.
Natalia forgot her paddle in her right hand. She laughs it off.
4, 9, 1. Second serve.
Really like how supportive the girls are to each other. I've noticed
4, 9,
all
2.
across the juniors. Great sportsmanship. Honestly, more mature than a lot of the pro players we've seen at the adult level.
Great hands. Great hands battle. Good decision making from Madalena trying to slow that ball down. She felt caught. However, a reset out of a put away is a tough shot. Miscommunication in the middle. However, they're able to pull it off from Madalena and Natalia. And Julia was just one step too far to the left
9, 5, 1.
to cover that middle.
Point.
Long return.
Game point. 10, 5, 1.
Very good start from Julia and Kelly, but have not been able to capitalize. Great
Second serve.
Madalena and Natalia, however,
Game point.
fighting back to find themselves with game
10, 5,
points.
2.
Out.
Point game. 11, 5.
Wow.
0-0-2.
Great speed up from Natalia, finding that gap between Julia and Kelly. Very impressive how she was able to see it and execute it to perfection. Very impressive.
0-0-1.
Big serve from Madalena. Great crash. Julia was able to fight it back. Very nice. Great point from all four. Love the energy from Natalia and Madalena as they come in. They're aggressive. They're going after the game.
I do like that big step from Kelly. I think just a tad late. She was going to give it to her partner and then decided she wanted it.
Yep. She saw it, she took it, and you got to take those chances.
Yep.
That's how you learn. That's how you improve. That's how you develop your game. Very nice from Natalia. She showed them a little gap. Kelly tried to take advantage of it and was just a little too long, and Natalia capitalized on it right away. I liked it. I really did. A drop intended to have lots of topspin, lots of aggression, to turn the table from offense to from defense to offense right away. Let's see if Natalia and Madalena can clean up again.
0-3-1.
That's not an ideal side out that you want. 3 uncharacteristic unforced errors from Natalia and Madalena. Let's see if they can get back on track.
Second serve.
Good, powerful return from Madalena. Let's see if Julia and Kelly can make something out of this side out.
1-3-2.
Great fourth from Natalia. Great pressure from Madalena. Love those things.
Side out.
Great patience from Natalia.
Yeah, I'm noticing she hits with 2 hands on the ground. Did you notice that?
I did.
3-1-1.
Shout out to my sister Val who plays tennis. She's also 2-hand on both sides.
Impressive double two-y from Natalia.
Point.
Do you think that's something Conor Garnett would transition to? Maybe if he will have 2 two-ys, he will be able to be the Hunters and the Ben Johns more consistently. Because 1 two-y is doing the job for him.
Right.
But 2, maybe Natalia can teach Conor the double two-y. Natalia seeing that gap again. He came back from Kelly. Kelly read it well, but Natalia was 1 step ahead.
I do like the off-pace speed up. She sets herself up for the next one.
5-1-1.
Very important for all you guys listening. It's not a winner when you try to go for the speed up. It's a 1-2 punch. It's a setup for the next shot. Always thinking ahead. That's something that Natalia has been doing quite well today.
Yep.
We're ready. 6-1-1.
Great drive. That's exactly what you want on the drive.
Receiver, 7-1-1.
A little lucky. Really like the focus and determination from Natalia and Madalena.
I agree.
They look very professional. They are all over. The score says it all. They have a big lead. They've been on top of their game, being very aggressive, very consistent. Very impressed by these young girls. Amazing drive from Natalia, nice and low. Caught Julia a little bit on focus. However, the speed definitely was the key to win that point.
Yeah, I think for viewers watching, sometimes you feel like your opponent is just too much, too strong, but it just starts with the first couple of shots. So, for example, this team is serving and the receiving end is just hitting very short returns, allowing the other team to tee off on drives, and then you're just kind of behind on every single point. So just focusing on that first shot. So right now they have side out, hit a good deep serve, a good deep drive, and see how it works for you.
Let's see what Julia and Kelly can make out of this side out. Tricky serve, tricky return. That's a hard drop on the run from a short return. Sometimes a bad return, it puts more your opponent in trouble than a good solid return, deep and firm. So it's funny how that works out sometimes. Madalena with trying to reach, trying to keep Julia and Kelly back. But just added a little too much to it, a little too much.
Side out. Hesitation from Julia. They did get 1 point, so let's see if they can get another side out.
9-2-1.
Big serve from Natalia. Big game. Love it.
See again.
Very impressive.
The first few shots.
Yeah, and that's definitely making a big difference for Natalia and Madalena. Match point, gold medal point.
You can change your free challenge time into a timeout. It's 45 seconds.
Timeout.
Free challenge timeout. Receivers 10-2-1. 45
Might be a little late.
Point game match. 11-2.
Where to finish it from Natalia and Madalena. Very impressive with all 4 of them. Natalia and Madalena playing some fantastic pickleball all the way to the end.
Congrats to both teams.